Good day guys, how are you guys doing? My name is John Eliades. I'm the owner and founder of the IE International Group of Companies, and I have one goal in life, and that is to build great businesses. Okay? To build great businesses. Now, if you just look at that sentence, to build great businesses, there are certain things that come to mind. One, there must be innovation. There must be an idea, all right? You must have an idea that you want to go and build a business around, okay? And a business must always add value. Must always add value. Through your product and through your service, you add value to the marketplace. What does value mean? Value means I'm making people's lives better through my product or service, okay? Now I'm adding value. But the determination of value is the fee that I'm asking for. There must always be exchange. Nothing is ever for free. The fee that I'm asking for, okay, must always be less than what the service, the product or service that you are providing to that client, because that's value. Does that make sense? Got it? Second thing is, when you build a great business, you provide jobs. You provide jobs. So you give people an identity. You give people money at the end of the month. You give people a home. You give people food. You give people an identity. You provide them something to look forward to. If you look at where are all the job creations, if there were no businesses, there would be no jobs. Okay? So business owners create jobs. Okay? Businesses provide value to the marketplace, to their community that they work in. It provides jobs, okay? And the other thing is that I truly believe business is a spiritual activity, okay? Business is a spiritual activity. You must build businesses. There must be entrepreneurs in an economy. There must be entrepreneurs in a community. I mean, if you really go and look at, if you just sit and look at the lights, the aircon, the curtains, the building, the bathrooms, the couches, the TVs, everyone, anything that you have around you, there was an entrepreneur. There was someone that had the guts to go for it. There was someone that had the guts to go and do that thing that he felt inspired to do, okay? And that's why entrepreneurs go first. Entrepreneurs go first, okay? But now, once you have an idea, people think an idea is the most important thing in business. It's the least important, okay? If you have a pyramid, okay, and the product or service will be on top here. The product or service will be on top there. It is the least important thing in the pyramid. It is the least important thing in the pyramid, okay? So what makes a business successful are systems. People don't buy your product or service. People buy your systems, okay? How did you get that product or service to the marketplace? What systems did you get into your business to take your product or service to the marketplace, okay? Then one thing is people. People run a business. That product or service, I guarantee you, you need to know people. You need to have people skills. You need to have leadership skills, okay? So we speak of leadership. We speak of leadership, okay? What does a leader do? I have an idea. I have a product or service that I want to take to the marketplace, but I need a team. I need to get a team around me, right? So now I need leadership. I need to lead that team. I need to inspire that team that I have a vision of a future with a product or service that we will make an exchange. We will make money out of it, right? But that needs leadership, okay? And then you need people that live by a code of honor. A code of honor. A code of honor. That means it's a group of people that come together and they decide on how they're going to build this business and what rules. We go into businesses and we build a code of honor. It's a set of rules that we believe that if we stick to those rules. One of the rules in my company is be early, never to be on late. Okay? Be early, never to be late, because that's important to us. communicate effectively, because as soon as there are problems in the business, it's because you're not communicating effectively. Okay, now this old style of thinking that I'm the owner of the business and I will dictate on how a company is run and how I'll dictate to my people, my employees, that concept doesn't work anymore. You need leadership. You need a code of honor. Okay, you need a system. You need a system. You need a system. The best thing that I like about systems, the best example is, I say, can you make a better hamburger than McDonald's? Okay, and most people say, I can most probably make a better burger than McDonald's. Then I ask you, can you make as many burgers as McDonald's does in a day? Serve as many customers as they can with the time that they can do it, and train their staff. When you go into one window, you say, hey, listen, I want a cheeseburger, and in a few seconds there comes a cheeseburger. There's so much going on in the background. There's so much going on in the background. That's why if you don't have systems, you don't have a business. People don't buy your product or service. People buy your systems. People go and buy McDonald's and franchises and that because they have already tested a system. It works. That's why they go and do that, okay? And the other thing is, you got to know your numbers. You got to know your numbers, right? Your financial statements. You got to know your numbers. If you do not know your numbers, this whole thing about doing your numbers once a year, no, every single month you got to know your numbers. One of my companies is a chartered accounting company. It's part of the I International Group, IECCA, Chartered Certified Accountants. And we promote that all our clients must have management accounts every single month. They must know their numbers. They must know how much taxes are due for them. They must know how much profits they made. They must know where their expenses are, what their payroll is. They must know their numbers. Okay, if you don't know your numbers, how can you make a decision in your business? You gotta know your numbers, okay? And part of those numbers is taxes. Part of those numbers is taxes. And another thing that you gotta do that is vital is marketing. And I think, I'm just putting this up there, but marketing, sales is the oxygen of business. It's the oxygen of business. If you don't have sales, it doesn't matter. What numbers are you going to record on? You don't even have a sale, okay? If you don't have systems, okay, you can build better systems when you get better sales. Do you guys understand that sales, marketing, when what gets me? When this whole COVID came down, people started canceling what's the most important expenses in their businesses. They started canceling systems. They started getting smaller. They said, no, we don't need those systems. They started canceling their financial advisors and going to look for cheaper guys. You know what? I have said a lot of times, the way we serve our clients is about value. You don't look at price. You don't look at price, you look at value. We take a product or service, we go and we do coaching with clients. We coach your clients, we're getting the guy's mindset because we know that entrepreneur has an idea and he wants to take it to marketplace. He needs coaching. He needs to be at the right frame of mind to take his product to the market. But you've got to do marketing, you've got to do financial statements, you've got to have a system, you've got to have leadership. Guys, there's no self-made entrepreneur. There's no self-made billionaires. That doesn't exist. Leadership, everything rises and falls with leadership. And I can tell you, there are so many business owners that live in their ego, and that will destroy them. It will destroy them. Or the worst, or the least, it won't make them get to their full potential because they live in their egos and they think because their egos is going to make them a better business plan. No, you got to have leadership. You got to have a team around you. You got to build a system. You got to have marketing. You got to know your numbers. That's how you build a great business. And this is why, guys, this is why your product or service is the least important thing in business. One thing you got to understand, sales. Sales is the oxygen of business. You got to understand training. Training. How important is training? Okay? Training, we get it into our code of honor. When you're doing code of honor and leadership, you got to have a team. You got to have a team. And a team needs training. A team needs training. I love it when I hear these big corporates and they don't train or they don't invest in their people enough. But the first person the customer sees is at one of their stores. At one of their stores, and as they walk in, how they answer the person, what do they say to the person, that's going to determine on how that customer associates to that brand, to that product, to that service. You got to have good teams. You got to have good training. You got to have marketing. You got to have sales. And you know what? Your numbers is accountability. Accountability. Your numbers give you accountability. I'll go into entrepreneur, I'll go into a company and say, listen, what do you want? What's your dream? What's your vision? And then I say, what mindset do you have to have in order to get your business where you need to get it to? What mindset do you have to get into? And we get you into that mindset, a mindset of abundance, a mindset that, you know what, I know problems are going to come. I know challenges are going to come, but I have a mindset because I am going after the dream. And then I say, how badly do you want this? What will stop you? Because one thing I can guarantee you, in business, there's going to be major challenges. Major challenges. If your mindset, that's why I believe so much in coaching entrepreneurs, coaching directors, coaching them to get through their difficulties. Then we go and we look at their numbers and we say, listen, do you know your numbers? Do you know that your sales are going down? Do you know that you've got another 10 years in this product or another 5 years? Do you know that your life cycle, which products are doing good? Which departments are doing good? Do you know your numbers? Do you know your numbers? Because your numbers keep you accountable to the dream. And do you have the guts, the audacity, the mindset to go after what you want in life? Especially, I'm speaking now to the entrepreneurs. I'm speaking to the people who want to build businesses, because I'm in the business of building great businesses. There's no better gift that you can give. If you have a dream, if you are inspired, if you have a gift to do great things in your life, there's no better gift in life to go for that dream, because that gift, that idea, that inspiration has come from a power beyond your understanding, and you've got to go out there and make it happen. Some of you have got a great business in you, and you've got to step up and go build that business, because the world is waiting for your product or service to go and serve it, add value to the community, and make the world a better place. Guys, business is a great thing. A business is a spiritual activity. There's nothing better than building a great business, having great employees, giving them a salary every single month, serving a community, serving a world. There's nothing better than building great businesses. Thank you very much, guys. This is John Eliades, the owner and founder of the I International group of companies where we build great businesses. Thank you very much. Go out there.